You know, much like Terry Crews, I am worried that Black Lives Matter is morphing into Black Lives Better. I mean, we've seen it here on this channel. I've shown you videos where people are saying things that are very, well, if they were white, they would be seen as some sort of ethno nationalist, some sort of like Nazi. But because they're black, it's not seen like that, right? You see people within the Black Lives movement that use the Black Lives Matter label, whatever, that are they're pushing this black superiority. That's what they're pushing. It gets worse than that, though. One of the founders of Black Lives Matter, one of the Black Lives Matter leaders in Toronto, Yusra Kogali. I don't know if I said her name right. Honestly, she doesn't even deserve respect. I'm going to read you what she said. Pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Okay. So apparently in 2016, she wrote, "White people are a genetic defect of blackness." Now imagine if a white person were to write that, but about black people or about any other race, right? How would that be seen? How would people react to that? But this is a black person writing about white people. White people are a genetic defect of blackness. What does that even mean? Black is the pure race? That sounds like something like Hitler would say. You know, it already we're not even 2 minutes into this video, and we escalated to the Hitler comparison. But that's literally something Hitler would say, right? He did say stuff like that about the not Jewish, but the German people, right? The German people, the Aryan race. Whiteness is not humixness. You know she's super woke when she's using the X to cross out the A. Humanness. Humanness. I don't even know what humixness is. That's garbage. That's garbage. She continues on a Facebook post. In fact, white skin is subhuman. Once again, how appalling that is. Someone to even say that. That's blatantly racist, very toxic out there. I wouldn't support it if it was a white person saying that about Mexicans or about, Asians or, whatever. But we're supposed to support this? No, we're not. We're not. The reason why I'm putting this out there is because this is one of the leaders of the Black Lives Matter in Toronto. To let you know, the people that are running the show, the people that are leading it, are racist in their core. They are racist in their core. They're racist and they're Marxist. Okay, so people say the movement's been hijacked. No. The movement has not been hijacked. There's organizations of Black Lives Matter that are Marxist to the core that use the name Black Lives Matter to push their own stuff, push their own agenda, which you see that all the time. I mean, the videos are out there, the images are out there, you could see it. Let's see. She continues on saying, white people are recessive genetic defects. This is factual, she said. White people need white supremacy as a mechanism to protect their survival as a people because all they can do is produce themselves. Black people, simply through their dominant genes, can literally wipe out the white race if we had the power to. That's you know what? I don't know if Yusra is familiar with history because I don't. There's so many problems with this. One, it's blatantly racist. It's so blatantly racist. Like, what are we talking about here? Why we even have this pissing match about who's superior, who's better? That's nonsense, right? That's just going to lead down to the road of discrimination, right? It's going to lead down to the road of segregation. It's crazy, this stuff. But I mean, if you want to get historical here, no, just a no, just a no to everything she's saying right now. Anyway, she doubles down. Kogali doubles down, and she asserts that white people have a higher concentration of enzyme inhibitors, which suppresses their melanin production. Okay, fine. Ugh, God dang it. She doubles down on a reasoning for her racist post. Okay, this stuff is toxic. This stuff is garbage here. when you have leaders in your movement, when you have leaders in your organizations that think this way, that put this sort of idea out there, that help push it forth, and go on Twitter if you don't believe me. Go on Twitter, look up Black Lives Matter. It won't take long before you find blatant racism, right? People cheering on videos of black people like just beating up on white people for no reason, just to beat up on them, Okay, there's a video I saw where this black chick, she had a dog. She had some white chick's dog and was throwing it around. It hit a car. She bashed it into a car. I couldn't play that. You know what they were doing? They were cheering it on. They're cheering it on. It's horrible stuff. And then you dig deep, you'll find, of course, anti-Semitism. You'll find a lot of black people do, or at least I don't know about a lot, but you'll find some very vocal black voices that are very anti-Semitic, which is no good. That's pretty bad. They'll go deep. They'll be like, "Oh, the Jews owned the slave ships," and then next thing you know, you have people advocating some horrible stuff about the Jewish people. So yeah, it's very toxic, and you see it. You see it there. Look, I started this video. I don't want to see Black Lives Matter morph into Black Lives Better. I don't want to see that. Do Black Lives matter to me? Yes, they do. They do. But I would say I feel that some people that say Black Lives Matter don't feel the same way. Are just using that phrase to push some sort of other agenda, whether it be blatantly racist or some sort of Marxist stuff. It's nonsense. It's no good. It's toxic. It's disingenuous. Wolves in sheep clothing. That's what they're doing here. Oh, God. Okay. Well, let me know what you think about this. She even doubles down some more, saying, "Praise Allah. Give me strength to not cuss and kill these men and white folk out here today. Please, 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 please." Once again, this was in 2016. Now, has she apologized for this? No, she has not. And when you have other leaders saying that they're trained Marxist, it's you get an interesting perspective about all this, right? You get an interesting perspective about what they really feel, what they really want to do. Anyway, I wanted to share my thoughts about this. I know it's Sunday. I usually don't do videos on Sunday. But let me know what you think about this. And feel free to share, man. Because I've been talking about stuff like this, you can guarantee the videos on this channel are not being promoted at all by YouTube. So it's up to you, man. You got to do it if you think it's worth it. Anyway, I'll take it easy.